Wetlands, they're essential to more than meets the eye. For the general public, wetlands are one of the least desirable land right next to a desert. The reason being is wetlands are not suitable for agriculture or development, so in order to even start anywhere, they would need to be drained and filled, which costs money. Wetlands are often associated with death, disease, and despair, which is due to plant decomposition in the wetlands, making it seem like everything is dying. The La Crosse River Marsh is not an exception to this kind of thinking, and it was not developed until Lane Drive was built, turning into what we have now today with the addition of 3rd Street. As the city was developing, the marsh lost more and more of its wetlands, shrinking to 1,077 acres it is today. The marsh has many uses, and majority of it is for the purpose of recreation. Interviewing students from UWL, I was able to see what people know about the marsh that they use from time to time.
Alright, so for the marsh, why do you think personally that the marsh is
I'd say
important?
definitely. Well, I go there to jog, so I know it's a place. I see other people there jogging and like walking, so I know it's a place for recreation or leisure to kind of go and enjoy your time and maybe let loose.
Mm. What do you know about the marsh, or what is the marsh to you in your opinion?
To me, the marsh, I mean, I don't really interact around the marsh as much. I mean, I know I do go to like Myrick, but other than that, I haven't really used the marsh or like the trails in the marsh. And I think to me, the marsh, it's something that I still don't know what it is to me, but I know it is something very important in the lacrosse community.
And how do you think recreation is hindered because of that? I know people can recreate in it, but then like, how does it affect recreation in general because that it exists?
Like, how does it affect it in a good way or a bad way?
Either way.
I'd say it's at least a portion of the marsh I'm going to, which is like by Merrick Park.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good. It has a good effect on recreation because they have trails going right through it, and like there's lots of opportunities to see wildlife. So, in regards to that aspect, I'd say it definitely has a good effect on recreation.
The marsh actually is a benefit to the area in that it acts like a sponge and soaks up the excess water that flows out the La Crosse River, essentially stopping the floods from happening in the surrounding area. If not for the marsh, areas such as the UWL softball and baseball field, Viterbo sports field, all of Riverside, and even the Southside Oktoberfest grounds would be in risk for flooding every year. Apart from the community benefits, the marsh is also a biological landmine. According to the La Crosse Public Library archives, the marsh contains over 100 different types of seeding and non-seeding plants, 20 different invertebrates, and a combined total of 50 different types of animals which rely on the marsh. With the importance of the marsh, there has been push to develop the marsh, and one of the biggest push is to have a road built through the marsh. This has been the biggest threat to the marsh, as the Wisconsin Department of Transportation is unyielding to take that option off the table. So what can you do to help? The easiest one is just to get involved, whether it be advocating for the marsh or simply help keep the marsh clean. The littlest actions can have effect on the future of the marsh.
What can people do to help out the marsh?
To help out the marsh.
Yeah.
I know there's like a Facebook page, like the Wisconsin Lacrosse Sierra Club, like chapter page, that is really involved. It's like an environmentalist group that's involved with things in the area, like in lacrosse, like the marsh. So you could definitely follow that Facebook page, maybe.
There's like quite a bit of groups too. There's a group called Friends of La Crosse River Marsh.
Friends of La Crosse River Marsh, that's right. That Facebook page,
Yep, and they also help take care of it. What are some basic things that you think that someone could easily do to help out with marsh?
Well, one thing would just be like, if there's plastic like on like the side of the marsh or like by the shore, and it's just like to pick up the plastic and just like throw it away. I think in some ways it does hinder like expansion for like, like building things, but it's also there for like, I know like there's like floods and stuff that it does like filter some of like the water that we have in the city into the marsh.
And what do you see in the future of the marsh? Like in the future, what does the marsh look like to you, or what's in store for it?
I hope we can maintain it and keep it the same. I hope we don't have any development that kind of pushes its way into there. I hope we can keep it as a place for recreation because it is really beautiful, and it'd be nice if we could maintain it